Hello, and welcome back to the Midnight Moose channel. We have another first impressions for you today. Today we're taking a look at Shattered Heaven, a card maddler strategy game that's also a roguelite. So that sounds pretty cool. I can tell you already I'm loving the menu music. It looks like a really neat game. And I received an email about this game, and they said it was similar to Inscription. So that was a good game. So let's check this out. This is a demo available on the Steam store at the moment. So if you want to check it out for yourself, go right ahead. It comes out in April for real, though, so that's cool. A good warrior does not wish, he obeys. Remember that? Magni. Understood.
Our God is no more.
Okay, we got voice acting. That's pretty cool.
The lowly mortals are the ones who killed him.
Hate when that happens.
Now, the cursed remnants of humanity exist under the perpetual reign of his mournful ashes, condemned to a never-ending circle of hate and resentment. As punishment for our ancestral sin, our breaths are cut short as soon as we hit 40 of age.
Okay, interesting.
We are barren shells,
Okay,
unable to
same.
sleep, the desire to bring forth new life. Our last hope for a better tomorrow lies in a divine forgiveness that only bloodshed can grant us. 4 Vestals shall hail from the 4 lands. Sentia, where memories of old still sing.
Alright,
Delham, ever untamed and never bound.
okay.
Flamen, hearth of steel and spires.
Makes sense.
And our home, born from thunder and storms. Ashram.
Ashram. Sounds familiar.
In the end, only one pair of soiled hands will hold the salvation we desperately seek. Once every 10 years, our somber march to the Equinox Cathedral ushers war in. Kneeling in front of the flame of Vesta, we swear to repent. O ancient sin, stain us in red, so that we may never forget the firmament's grief. O ancient sin, grant us this holy pardon, so that we may one day mend our shattered heaven.
Title drop, Shattered Heaven. Well, that's a lot of lore. Well, that was kind of cool.
What? Scared to face an Ashram warrior?
Alright, let's check it out. Tutorial number 1, First Steps. The battle has begun. To beat your enemies, you must choose cards. Each of them is a specific action Andorra can take. At the beginning of each turn, your characters will draw 5 cards up to a maximum of 8. Let me lower that music just a little. Okay, continue. Everything has a cost. In order to play cards, you need AP. Cost is shown by the number on the top left corner of the card. Your characters start their turns with 2 AP and can have a maximum of 4. You can see how many AP are available in the bottom left corner. Understood. Keywords. Most cards have special effects known as keywords. You can check a brief description of each card by hovering the cursor over it. You can also see a complete one by pressing the More Info button. Understood. Plan ahead. Oh, you got a little order of actions up there. Each character takes their actions in the turn. Turns your character enemies are grouped in the rounds. You can see the order up there. Okay. When it comes to inflicting damage, sword cards are your best choice. You can see the icon of each card beneath its AP cost and gem color. Now use Vorpal Strike to attack the enemy. Okay, so we got a sword, Vorpal Strike. This is the enemy. On the left of the screen, usually it's on the right, so this is a totally revolutionary piece of technology we have on our hands here. Veni Vidi Vici, you can see the intentions of the enemies for their next turn. A sword means they'll attack. Arrows indicates they'll grant themselves buffs. Use this information to your advantage. Looks like the enemy is going to retaliate. Use a shield card to soften the blow. They are the best tool when it comes to armor and defensive effects. Use Stand Your Ground to gain armor. Makes a lot of sense. Heal 2 HP as well, which I don't think we... maybe we do need. Is this the red bars that are HP? Yeah, it did heal. That's good. End the turn. Your AP counter has reached 0, which means that all you can do for your turn is end it. Makes sense. Alright, we blocked 3 and took 3. Endure the hardship. Enemies can inflict debuffs to characters, adding negative effects during the battle. Each debuff has a counter that decreases by 1 at the end of the turn, or when specific actions are performed. Once the counter reaches 0, the debuff disappears. You can see more information by hovering the cursor over the icon. One way to counter the debuff is gaining buffs of your own. All characters can equip skills that can grant boons and aid you in battle. Try using Andor's Champion of the Parish skill. Do we have a debuff? Is this... Oh, here it is. Pity. Damage taken is increased by 20%. Very unfortunate. Is this the ability? Champion of the Parish. Here it is. Give Blessing 2 and 2 armor to all the allies. All of them. Alright, and that didn't cost AP, so that's pretty nice. Some keywords allow you to play new efficient strategies to win the battle as fast as possible. Usually you can find them in support cards. The Ever-Chosen has the Swift keyword. It allows you to discard a card you might not want and draw a new one instead. Is it you? That is you. So we heal for 2. And discard a card we might not want. Well, I don't see a sword above your head, but maybe that's because we're in the card select screen. Either way, let's toss this out for now. We got 4 attacks. Perfect. Ascend to Deity, by the way. Andorra's special mechanic is called Deity. Whenever she uses a card for each gem, she will fill a slot. Once all 3 slots are filled, she will gain a Deity point to a maximum of 3. Reaching 3 Deity points will power up Andorra's next turn, granting her 4 AP and increase critical hit chance. After the special turn ends, Deity points go back to 0. Whatever all that means. Let's wrap this up. Use any card to deal the final blow. Oh. You didn't want to let me try the deity thing? I thought that would have been cool. Oh, and explore the dungeon. You can move around dungeons using mouse or directional keys. Hey, I have all those on my computer. Oh, you just click by the... okay. What's this? Eventful journeys. Sometimes during exploration, you will come across special events, and will have to decide which path to take. The outcomes are never fully certain, but you can use the descriptions to choose more profitable option. Random event, got it. Song of the Bound. Lonely is the Lady of the Tree. She looks pretty lonely. Just listen to her song. Either way. Gain loot if we clap. Ignore her. We gain loot and probably like a curse. So I'm just going to clap. Great song. Maiden stops. Her lonely verses. In her face, a most outraged grimace meets your quiet adulation. As her form retreats into the trunk, disappearing from view, vicious branches lash out in you in retaliation. So she wanted to remain alone. Maybe if I read the rest of the poem, I would have seen that. Oh well. Tool, a set of lockpicks and small utensils. Great. Echo of the Child. Tool, a small floating being emitting a gentle hum. Use it to reveal the content of the next 2 rooms in each direction. Okay, so we'll use that at a fork in the road, perhaps. A tool for the right job. While exploring, you might want to know what lies ahead. Instead of finding out the hard way, the Echo of the Child is a tool meant specifically for this. Try using it. Maybe. Clicking on the bottom. Oh, there it is. You can find many different tools, yada yada. Okay. Well, it's a straight path, so I don't know why we had to figure out what was coming out, considering we don't have much choice. But I guess we know we're going into a... Is that a battle? I think it is. 1 sec. Alright, let's hop into the battle.
Do I look merciful to you?
Not really. Harness your rage. Magni is another member of your party, who is lurking just out of camera. His special mechanic is called Rage. He gains 1 rage point by playing ruby cards, and 2 when he's hit by an attack. Magni's skills do not rely on cooldowns, but instead require a certain number of rage points to be used. Spend your pin-up rage to use the Hollow Bastion skill. This is Rage here on the left. Give 3 armor to all allies. Okay, that was Rage. Each character has a healing potion that only they can use to restore a portion of their health. Try using Magni's potion in his bag, I assume. Healing powder. Healing potion. Heal the possessor by 14 HP. It can be used 1 more time. Perfect. Each deck contains at least 1 legendary card. These are the most powerful cards available and usually have a diamond crystal. Try using the Oathbound Goliath card, then finish the battle. All allies, 2 phalanx, 2 tenacity, 4 armor, whatever that means. Let's see. Phalanx, damage taken reduced by 20%. Tenacity, on the next turn draw 1 extra card for each attack received. And armor, we know all about that. Alright. So we're gonna defend and end our turn. Got a lot of armor because you use that and then we got a lot of armor. Oh, this guy looks pretty scary now that you mention it, so glad we have that. No, we didn't need that much armor.
Then.
And then, is that you? Is that your health? You only have 10 health? What's up with that? Goddess of Thunder, Sinuous, Overwhelm. Deal 12 minus 3 damage. What do you think that means? Deal 2 extra damage for each card and or skill with Swift play this turn. Sinuous, reduce the cost of the card by 1 for each card and or skill with Swift play this turn. Seems to be Swift this turn is a good thing to play. Deal 7 minus 2. Do you have a shield or something? What's up with all these minuses? Let's see if it's 12 minus 3. Yep, that's 9. Can confirm. And we don't have any energy. So, there's that.
My sin is my strength.
Same. Alright, that was pretty cool. Wait, did he hit him with the shield? Anyway. Tutorial number 23. Draft your way to victory. After each battle, you'll be offered a... What happened to the music? It's all low now. Sad. You'll be offered a selection of neutral cards to add to your character's decks. You can select in which deck you want a specific card to go by clicking on the character's portrait beneath it. When you're satisfied with your choice, select Done. Fire Walk with Me. Echo. Random enemy deal 6 damage. Echo, of course, means the effect of the card will repeat at the start of your next turn. Okay. Give that to Magni. Oh, I get to select all of them? Okay. All allies gain 2 armor, tenacity 1. I mean, you're the defendy guy, so that... What? Oh, do they only get 1? Okay, they only get 1 each. I understand. Curse 2. What do you think that means? Damage dealt reduced by 20%. So we give them that, right? So I'm going to pass on the low-ish armor card. And I'm going to give... I don't know. Give that to you. Give that to you. Sounds good. Who truly knows? Alright, we have a lockpick. We still don't need that yet, so that's good. There's probably a battle here. Oh, there's somebody else standing behind us again. Hunger and Thirst. That's a little scary in a card game, but let's see what it means. Ishana is the last member of your party. Her special mechanic is called Thirst. Whenever she kills an enemy or plays specific cards, she'll gain Thirst points, summoning the beast Limodies. Limodies? I don't know. These points can be spent to power up her cards. Try and play the card The Beast Within. It has the Gouge keyword. It allows you to eliminate cards you don't want in your deck for the whole battle. The Beast Within. Gouge a 1 card. I will gouge the Defend, I suppose. Now that you have Limodies at your side, you can use the alternate effect of your cards by spending a Thirst point. When the counter reaches 0, Limodies will disappear. Try and unleash Merciless Whip on your enemies and finish the battle. Oh, there you are. Merciless Whip. Limodies summon, deal 6 damage, curse 2, bleeding 2. Alright, you're both full of health. But you don't have to select one or the other, you just do both. Okay, that's cool. And they're bleeding, they're dealing. Okay, that's good. We're out of energy. And let's see, Black Needle, deal 3 damage and inflict 2 bleeding on enemies. Why not? Do we have it? Do we have the energy for this? Apparently. And you got a healing potion, but you're at full health, so you're good to go. End turn. Alright, we got Andorra up next. Pretty sure that's her name. And after that, we got Magni, so that's pretty cool. Deal 8 damage to a single enemy. Swift, Swift. The Ever-Chosen is also Swift. 0 energy cost, of course. Counterattack the next attack received. Understood. Deal 7 damage. If you play another non-ruby card this turn, add 3 extra damage. So we'll play that after this. Deal 8 damage, 7. Okay. It stinks we can't kill you in 1 card, but we can kill you in 2. So then the additional damage doesn't even really matter if you think about it. But oh well. Alright. Swift 1 card. What do you think that means? Nope. No idea.
I've had worse.
Alright. Same. 21. 6 damage and 7. That's 13 most of the time. So that's not going to kill him. So self, single ally, self. That seems pretty good. And we'll deal the 7 damage. Alright, end your turn. It's your turn. You hit everybody for a tiny bit, I'll be honest. Alright, you're here, Limodies, so that's great. We can gain armor, or we could just try to deal 12 damage. Now, why is it minus? You know what I mean? Oh, is it because we have a... because we're cursed, obviously. It's pretty obvious. Oh, we could do this. That's simple. Alright. Okay, so your health is persistent through the thing. That makes sense. And then what's this? 13%. Not sure. Can you go backwards? Does it do anything? I don't think so. Alright. It's time for the final battle. Never mind, there's no battle. Wait, what? It appears the child has a curiosity for some quaint objects. Perhaps procuring them will help soothe him. Who is the child? Wasn't our item the child thing? Part of him? Something? Oh, chapter... Okay. Chapter 1. A fate worse than death. Of course.
Journey's end, at last.
You wish. This is only the beginning.
So that's the Equinox Cathedral? It's so shiny.
This is the most sacred
Shiny.
place on Earth, and the only thing you can say is, it's so shiny.
Good to see you two in such good spirits. We still have a way to go after all.
Ugh.
Step by step, the tower drew closer.
Who's this guy?
Immaculately white against the barren clay. Its masonry formed a tight reticle that enveloped the sacred building. And then, the grand portal. Flanked by his two armored guardians, a stern-looking old man stepped forward.
Okay. Charon. Welcome, Children Mushroom, to the Equinox Cathedral. I'm Charon, Herald of the Divine Child. There's like text boxes and stuff. Wait, what? Is that next? Thank you for receiving us, most revered. Or just like auto read. Such a wrinkly old face. Is being the Herald really something that special, sir?
Damn you!
Hey, do you have any idea how disrespectful you're being? That's alright. Curiosity is indeed a rare virtue these days, but yours, young lady, is a question that will find its answer another time. Suspended arcs and pillars weave together in a majestic show. 4 statues of ancient heroes. A rose window representing the 4 Vestals glistened solemnly. New entry, Guardians. Over there you'll find your chambers as well as the merchants sent here to provide for your... We'll meet again later in the presence of the Divine Child. Through your sacrifice may your people atone. Through our fratricide may life be reborn. Why are we committing fratricide? Welcome to Equinox Cathedral, home of the faithful, and the main hub of the game. Something is awaiting you in the quarters. Go and check it out. Quarters. But also, what's this stuff up here? Inventory. Add a lockpick. Where'd my lockpick go? We have 100 bones. It's currency. We have 5 dark bones. It's a special currency. That's cool. We have a logbook for lore and or etc. in the world. And the tutorials. I'm not going to click through all that. Alright, so what do we have here? Apothecary. Got it. Merchant. Stall. Sounds good. Dungeon selection. Understood. Up. The Great Altar. Quarters. Let's see what we got in here. Maybe some powerful cards or something. A sitting sack. What a treat. Okay. So you have to do an autoplay? It's just a pillow. Oh no, can you use this button? I don't know. It's so soft. Shauna, can you chill out for a minute? Oh, something is spilling out. And what's that? Oh, you just click, okay. You're covering the whole room in ashes. Seriously, what's up with you? Have you been living under a rock this whole time? Oh, jeez. Do you want to skip the down? No, I'm reading it. It was a shack near a mountain. So in a certain way, it was under a rock, I think. That's great. Forget I even asked. Sacks or pillows, enjoy them while you can. Is that hair dye, or does he just have a certain light on him right now? For the blue. I don't know. We won't have much rest once the war begins. What war? I thought we were coming to pay pilgrimage. Oh no, every 10 years something happens. The small talk was cut short by the sound of the gate portal opening once again. Curious to see where the commotion came from, the group moved out of their quarters and went back to the entrance of the cathedral. So what was waiting for us? A sack of ash? I thought ash was all over the damn planet. Who is this?
Out of that gate came a young woman.
Okay.
Black hair that gracefully danced in the air with every step of hers. And a sharp, bewitching gaze.
If you say so.
Following close behind, two severe-looking warriors strode forward with pride. The Vestal of Sentia and her guardians had arrived.
Oh, one of the
Is this my
Vestals.
welcoming party? Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better one. I'm glad to see
does that
you
mean?
here in one piece, Enra.
It's been a while. Lyra.
She didn't even get my name right.
Such a cold reception. You're breaking my heart, darling. After all these years, I expected you to be a tad happier to see me.
What do you want me to do? Should I, jump at your arms? Screaming, "Greetings, O great Vestal of Sentia"?
Oh, I would be delighted.
Alright, so they're pretty good friends, it seems. That's what I would say. You're still keeping my old sash around your arm. Yes. Oh, there it is. I'm flattered. You're welcome. I beg your pardon, my liege. We need to make haste to our quarters where the ceremony begins. We don't have time to lose here. Time spent with old friends is never a waste of time alone in, but I suppose you're right. See you later, Anra. Friends? The Sentians have been our allies for a very long time. This is the last chance of salvation for them, as it is for us. It is unfortunate that we share the same awful predicament.
I see.
Oh, I see. Anyway, who's Anra? Me. It's just a childhood nickname. We trained together for a while in the name of our tribe's alliance. So you two really good friends. I think this would be a really great moment to shut up. Got it. Click, click, click. Hello?
Right.
This must be the call of the... Good. Let's go. Did I say something rude? Perhaps. I'm afraid that the issue lies far beyond what we can imagine. Okie doke. Up we go to the altar of time, Dark Forge missions. Alright, what's our mission? Talking, listening, and talking. Behold our Lord Heliad as he sits upon his divine throne. Now heed his words as he makes his will known. Shut up, old man. They're here to hear me talk. And now, yes, you shall hear my words. Centuries ago, a Vestal from Sentia defiled my divine will. She corrupted the 8 guardians, made them kill their own wards, and then took over the pit of Naraka. What was once a hallowed place of rest for the dead is now a kingdom of treachery. We proclaimed countless holy marches onto her wretched dominion, executing her minions one by one, yet people still believe in the most absurd rumors. Death in Naraka is better than life here on this earth. They are even foolish enough to follow such lies, tossing themselves down that damned hole. But now it's time for her to face my final judgment. This shall be your first duty in this new War of Ascension. You want to save your miserable people from their impending extinction, right? Go deep into Naraka, slay the betrayer, and erase this ugly stain from her history once and for all. According to tradition, 4 will depart and only 3 will return. Maybe in battle or in a sacred duel, one of you will die. Do not disappoint me, this is your God's will. Pretty sure the kid is like 8. Through your sacrifice, may your people atone. Through our fratricide, may life be reborn. I suspect that not all 4 vessels would attend yet, but out of all of them, how fortuitous is for her to be here already. I wonder if it was planned from the start, or if it's just a mere coinky-dink.
What?
Is that a problem? I don't know. We just have to trust that the Ever-Chosen won't lose sight of our goal, even if...
What?
What are you two whispering behind my back? Let's get a move on. We have a war to wage. Oh boy. Quests, instruction, main quest, side quest. Available first reconnaissance mission, objective, floor 1, find all the keys and reach the exit. Mission rewards. Desire of the Fallen, it's a trinket. Seed of the Mother, it's a rare solvent, obviously. Faith Orb, it's an orb. H. Alright then. Before leaving, time you're on your way to Naraka. To leave the hub, click on the dungeon selection icon. Makes a lot of sense. Alright, we're going to the dungeon. Let's do some more combat. Each dungeon has 4 different depths. Each needs to be completed in order to proceed to the next. Select Enter Dungeon to start your adventure. Free supplies. Do I have to click these? Tablet of Protection's tool. Scapegoat is also a tool, of course. Oh, this is like the map? Maybe? Maybe? Let's see. We gotta give it a shot. Or was that the 4 depths? I don't know. So they came, skulking in the dark, and found the young Everchosen asleep. They were not harmed, for they were emissaries, yet their messages were death and or blood. How about that? Alright.
The landscape passing beneath them was alight with small refractions, each a gem embedded in stone.
That's a lot of gems.
This was Sintamania, home of the pious tribe of Sentia, and a jewel at the gates of hell.
Look at all these sparkling stones. Oh, I would love to live here.
It's indeed a pleasure for the eyes.
Are you all right?
Keep quiet. We're entering the pit.
We're entering the
Every
pit.
child knew that the hallowed chasm was to be revered as much as it was to be feared. A cursed place where dead souls gather. A grim sepulchre full of malicious energy. The reign of the treacherous queen. As they delved into darkness, their hearts tightened uneasily. But then there was a light and a gentle breeze. Under the descending pulley, a splendid plateau extended as far as their gaze could reach.
What's this colorful rain? It's not ashes.
Flower petals. They are pretty, but completely useless.
Sounds like
Can I
me.
get them?
No! We're in hostile territory. Everything you see here can hide a trap.
Indeed. As peaceful as this place might look, I feel like we are being watched.
Alright. Let's start our dungeon. Okay, I'm gonna skip this, because, you know, some people like a lot of text, some people like a lot of world building. Wheel of Fortune. Floor facts. Chance and fate are always intertwined, you never truly meet. Which one will guide your path? First trial. Each party member draws an extra card at the start of their turn. Oh, that's nice. I guess some of the other tarots might not be so nice. Draft your destiny. Self. Draw 2 cards, gain 3 armor. Enemy. Deal 7 damage. Add 1 extra damage for each neutral card in your hand. What's neutral mean? Echo. Random 6 damage. Okay, I think we gave that to somebody the other day, so you can take that one. You're the armor guy, and there you go. And we could reroll if we had a certain token, which we don't. Obviously. Alright. So we have the 3 tools we were provided with. Use it to remove 1 debuff from the party, disarming a trap. It can be used as protection against blasphemy, obviously. Alright. Can we look at the map? Oh boy. I guess that's the end. We have a fountain here, a bonfire there. Here's a carpet? I don't know. I'm interested in these 2 tiles, so let's head this way. Just kidding. Beware the treacherous path. Enemies and special events are not the only thing you have to look out for. Sometimes you might even encounter traps, which can deal great damage, blah blah blah. Not afraid of anything at all. She had fought back hordes, whatever. 75% chance and evades the trap. Great work. And here's this lady. So this time we're gonna... Wait, hold on. It's different rewards. Clap for her. Might get reagents or suffer minor damage. Ignore her. Something weird might happen. Something weird's gonna happen. Party heals for 10%, and they've had no combat, so that was useless. And we used our trap mechanisms. That was good that we had that. What is this? Pyre of Vesta. A firelight at the crossroads catches your attention. A holy site stands in your way. Make an offering or walk away. Let's make an offering. I offer Ishana to the fire. Please. Thank you. I'm kidding. A light in the dark. You found a pyre, a spark born from the great altar of Vestal. Here, you can rest, take a breath. But be careful, a pyre can be used only once. Oh, so it's like a healing thing? Maybe? While resting at the pyre, you can perform 4 different actions, each costing 1 AP. Replenish a healing powder charge for every party member. Don't need it. Directly heal a single party member. Don't need it. Smelt and remove a card from a deck. No idea. Pray to the deity and start a neutral cards draft. Repeating the same action will increase its cost. Well, we don't need healing because we haven't had any combat. So, my bad. Let's start a draft. Oh, again, for everybody, though. That's pretty cool. This causes some negative stuff. So you take that. Oh, this has different effects depending on who has it, so that's interesting. Draw 1 card with the Swift. Gain Rage. Draw 1 card with the Thirst requirement. I think Rage is good. And you can take that one. What is it? Deal 4 damage. Add 2 extra damage for each Hex in your hand, deck, and discard pile. I don't know if you even use Hex cards. Where does it say that they're Hexes? No idea. Okay, and now this is a cost of 2, but again, it's nearly the only thing we can do. This looks familiar. You might already have one of those. I'll give you some armor. Let's see here. True purpose. Self. Goad. What do you think that means? Act first the next round. There you go. Magni. Gain 2 Crusade. Yeah, Crusade sounds fun. And 7 damage. And we've got 3 more points, it seems, so we'll spend them all here. I thought we only had 4, but we had like 6. I don't know. I'm sure we've seen all these cards before, except this one. Gain Hatred, which means the next card played will trigger its effect twice. And you've got some good damage cards, so that's great. And now his watch is over. Don't talk. Nothing has happened. Alright, what's this fountain do? Probably heals you. Oh, good, a fight. What the hell? Alright. Hard-earned rewards. During each battle, you will have the option to complete a bonus mission. Each mission you complete will help you gather better rewards at the end of the dungeon. Where is that? Defeat all the enemies within 3 rounds. That's unlikely, given the fact that they're alive. Okay, but we have 2... Okay, what's this here? Gain a thirst, gouge 1 card. Understood. And what do we have here? Pity is what? Damage taken is increased by 20%. That's pretty good. Damage dealt reduced by 20. Debuff. Next attack will inflict 50% less damage. This is only 1 cost. And a single enemy. So we can pity somebody and then like take him out real quick. I think that's our best option. All enemies. Single enemy. Alright, let's pity. Let's start with the front. Where they intend to attack Ishana, so we don't want that. It dealt 0 damage, as we know, but now they take increased damage. Might as well hurt them all. That was both enemies, right? So single enemy, some damage. Oh, it's all enemies if we had Lamodi's out, which we don't. So I'm okay with this. Alright, you still have... Why aren't you taking damage? You have armor? How much armor do you have? Nobody knows? I certainly don't know. End turn. Okay, you've got 10 now, but whatever. Who's up? Alright. Armor, deal 8 damage, gain a rage. I wonder if it will actually deal damage this time. Yes. 8 plus 30%. 20% is obviously 8. Fantastic. Alright, we gotta beat you guys in 3 rounds, so I don't have time to defend. Considering we don't have enough rage for that, so that's fine. And end your turn.
By my hands.
Yep. Alright, Swift. Of course, a pretty good passive. We got 15 damage. Sinuous means deal 2 extra damage. For Swift this turn. These don't have Swift on them as far as I'm aware. Oh, that's a 2 cost. Yep, I'll stick with a 15 damage. And you'll almost be nearly dead, which I think is great. We might defeat 1 in 3. Actually, well, 3 rounds is everybody going, right? So everybody went once. So that's a round break. We might have a chance. Alright, this is a good one, right? Gain hatred. The next card will trigger its effect twice. Alright, if you played another non-ruby card this turn, add 3 damage. We could one-shot you by doing this. Add 1 extra damage, so we can start... Okay, because you got 10, 7... This is a diamond, so you know it's a good one. Let's hurt you in the back. Broke your armor. And then this does 10. It did not do that. Did I use the wrong thing? Wait, this is that card. Did I have 2 of that card? Oh well. Here you go, you're swift.
For the Vestal, for Ashram.
Okay. Got you there. We're still going. This guy's... We might as well armor up, you know, just in case this guy wants to attack, which he does, by the way. So we want to deal as much damage as possible, and that's going to be an 8. AKA 6 after armor.
I can't.
But you want to.
What's wrong with this lady? Gain 1 thirst, lose 2 armor, add a random hex card into the deck. It sounds great. Sure. Maybe we can get Lamodis out here? She's here. Alright. So, deal 10 damage. Sounds pretty good. Pity's always nice. We have 2 energy still. I think 10 twice plus some debuffs is better than 20 once. That was 8, obviously. Lamodis is gone, so that's fine.
Just a taste.
What in God's name was that? Oh, a critical strike. I'm a big fan of that. Alright, end turn. You get a turn. You dealt 12. That's a high amount. I'm not really a big fan of that. And you have 8 health, so I don't think you're going to get another attack, so we don't have to worry about armoring up, really. And there you go. Alright, oh, so you need to complete 4 of the special missions? Or parts of the missions, I guess? I don't know. To get the... Oh, we got Vestal here. That's good. Delicious. Honestly... Whatever. Probably makes sense to read them. I don't have that kind of time. Now, what did... Was this just a... It's just a different looking tile. Okay, I thought it would be something cool. Like a, you know, a shrine to... something. Lady, what are you doing all over these dungeons? Honestly. Anyway. Sometimes, you might encounter events where there seems to be no right choice. If you have it available, you can break a tablet of protection and have a chance to avoid the event altogether. Protect from blasphemy? Because we have that. Sure, 50% chance. Blasphemous event evaded, and we used up our tablet of protection. Next time we might have to use a scapegoat. Oh my. Mournful maiden abandoned begets despair. Despair sires bitter tears. A crying maiden sits on the gargantuan roots of a willow tree. Her face is hidden by her slender hands. Approach her, might get a buff or suffer damage. Strike her down something. I'm not gonna... She's just sitting there. I'm not gonna smack her in the face. For God's sake. The party starts the next 2 battles with Phalanx 2. Hey, great. Thanks for the help. Look, she was mourning, for God's sake. You want to hit some lady just because she's mourning? What's up with all these sickos here? Anyway. While exploring, you may stumble upon Kairos, an ambitious merchant. He can greatly aid you in your quest for the right price. Heal your wounds. I don't think we need that. Remove a card. I don't know what I would remove by Echo the Child, or ignore him. Well, thanks for the help, but you'll be ignored. Now, do we go to the end? For now, just to see what's next? Why not? Okay, or we could do that. We don't have a thing, so we did evade the trap, though, so that's pretty good. A dark barrier is blocking the path to the dungeon condition still needs to be fulfilled. We need a flaming pyre. Okay. So you can explore, but there's also somewhere you have to go, which is probably here, is my guess. Interesting. This video is getting a little longer than I wanted it to be, but we'll keep going, maybe for one more battle, you know? Might heal or gain a debuff, might get minor loot. You gain 20 bones. Alright, treasure chest. We don't have any keys, so we must leave. Treasure key. This key unlocks the locked treasures. Well, that's a little late, in my opinion. Can we... Okay, it can reactivate. That's nice. Use the key. My god, that's a lot of stuff. And time to pray. Whatever that means. We did get an Echo the Child. That's good. Allegedly. Here's another battle. Alright, we got the Praying Mantis full of swords and four-armed lady with a lady in a jar. Head in a jar. For God's sake. Gain 1 thirst. You know, you might as well. And we're going to gouge a card. What card are we not using? This one. And you're here. That's the good news. So, single enemy. We can do some damage. What do you got? 48, 50. That's a lot of damage. You look pretty scary. Just, you know, in general. So, take that, if you would. And we can deal 7 damage. Or single enemy, we can bleed you up a little bit more. No reason not to. And I'm going to end my turn. Defense position. Alright, let's see. We got 1 attack card, so might as well use it. 5 damage. And then we can gain armor. Or some other stuff. You're going to attack everybody, I guess, because it's cycling. So you might as well riposte. And we don't have the rage for armor for everybody. So that's that. Okay, you've sharpened your blades. I'm upset by that. We only have 1 turn before you go again. So you're going to probably kill Ishana. But you know, sometimes it just happens. Swift and heal. Deal damage. Enlighten. Take that. Almost broke your armor. And now it's all gone. Give a blessing 2 and 2 armor to all allies. Why not? You know? Ishana's going to get hurt. So we're going to protect her by 2. Or that guy absorbed it. I don't know. Alright. Let's gain some thirst. Even though what's her name's already out, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Deal you damage. 12. You're dead. That's the good news. Let's hurt you next. And honestly, that'll be it for that turn.
Is this the best you can do?
Alright, let's do the best we can do. Deal 12 damage for 2 energy. Or 15. I'll take 15 at the moment. Alright, so your turn. What are you going to do? You screamed at us. That's quite rude. Rage up. We have 2 attacks. No reason not to use them. And you're almost defeated. So, how about that? Alright, Ishana, bring it home. Great job. And honestly, I forgot to even read what the mission was. Oh well. Give you these. It's a lot of cards. I can see why you want to destroy some of them. Alright, let's see what this carpet is. Just real quick. Sign of the Betrayer, Blasphemous. Now we can't get away because we don't have the thing. So you might get a strong debuff or you might get hex cards. I will worship the mark. Nothing happens. Incredible. Here we have a dungeon key. Okay, it was the dungeon key, so we can just go right to the end. We'll see what's through the door, and then we'll wrap it up. I had a good time playing this. It is not as much like Inscription as one email would have me think. But there is a lot of card battling and dialogue in this game. If that's what you like, it's a game for you. Skip this. Face the dilemma. There are times where the choice of an individual character can alter the course of history. Think carefully. Each of these choices can have an unforeseen repercussion. She looks at you expectantly. What will you do? Who am I talking to? But I guess I skipped that. So my bad. I will keep my distance, just like in real life. Oh, it's what's her name. Maybe I should have been nice. Oh well. What are you going to do? But that'll do it for the first impressions of Shattered Heaven. I had a great time playing this, and hopefully you had a great time watching it. Leave a like if you did, leave a dislike if you hated it. Check it out on Steam if you want to try it out for yourself. And there you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. See you next time. Have a great day. Farewell, goodbye, and see you later.